Hello and welcome to your Pilates strength class. I'm going to take you through this workout with a set of 3 kilo hand weights. Now it's totally up to you, it's your workout, so if you do have heavier lying around at home, feel free to grab a heavier set of hand weights, or if you don't have hand weights at all, then you don't have to use them. We're going to focus a lot on our lower body here, so you are going to feel your glutes and hamstrings working a lot, but don't forget about your deep core muscles and also think of your posture. Alright, so we're going to start standing up. I'm going to keep our left foot forward. We're side facing on our mat. We have our left foot forward and our right heel up. Now, to start with, we're just going to bring those 2 dumbbells to our shoulders. We're just resting here like 2 handbags or like a backpack. You're going to lift that right heel up and straight away we need to be active through that back leg. So you've got a straight right knee, your calf muscle on the right is active, and your glute muscle on the right is active. Now grow tall, think of lifting your breastbone up towards the roof. From here, we're going to slowly start to bend through the left knee. So we start to hinge the hips, send your tailbone up nice and high, stretching to that back leg, bringing as much of your body weight forward as you can, and then we press into that left heel and we make our way up to stand. And again, we're hinging from those hips, slowly pulling your weight forward, using the mat as your equipment, and then we push ourselves away. So the longer the stands here, the harder it will be. Now it is a wobbly one, it is a balance challenge, so let's try and keep our inside legs active, our deep core muscles on to help with that stability. Again, moving slowly, there's absolutely no rush here, and it should feel like a pulling and a pushing sensation. So right now we're pushing ourselves away from the floor, and then when we start to bend that left knee, we're pulling ourselves towards the floor using that left heel, your big toe and your little toe. Okay, now we're working and waking up here through that left glute and hamstring. You should start to feel a stretch across the back of that left leg, and you should also feel those glute muscles on that left side stretching against your tights or your shorts. Okay, we start to add on. As we come off, we're going to extend our 2 arms over our head, overhead press. Grow tall, shoulders away from your ears. We then bring those dumbbells back into our shoulders. We start to bend that left knee. Bring all of your body weight forwards. Exhale, we push and lift. We extend our arms back over our head. Keep going exactly like this. Bending to that left knee, hinging forward, so really starting to feel that load building to that left hamstring now. Okay, let's go another 2 here. Down, bending through that left knee. Exhale, pushing the floor away, extending your arms overhead. Final one, bending to that left knee, hinging forward, stay there. We then reach those 2 dumbbells down towards the floor. Now, can we make sure that we're not allowing our shoulders to slump or we're not hunching? We have to have really proud collarbones here. From now, we're going to start to bend our right knee, and then we extend that right knee and we push our weight forwards. Right knee bends, and then right leg extends. So we're rocking backwards, and then we're rocking forwards. Let's go for 3 here. In 3, and push, and 2. Good work. Final one. Hold your weight forward, stay here. We're then just going to start to pull our elbows in towards our rib cage and then extend our arms long. So it's a feeling of pulling your elbows in and around your rib cage and then extending your arms long but staying proud to your chest. Scooping those abdominals in, and remember to stay really strong and active to your back leg. Elbows wrapping around your rib cage, the dumbbells track towards your belly button, and then we extend our arms long. So let's try and pull those dumbbells in line with that front thigh. So you're trying to mimic that same angle with your elbows as you are with that front leg. Let's go for 3. And pull. And 2. And pull. And then last one. We're going to keep our elbows here in by our ribs, bending through that right knee here. We just step that right foot in an inch and then back an inch. We take those hand weights behind our back and just keep stepping that right foot in an inch, back an inch. Now again, be mindful. As we start to fatigue, we do start to round through our spine. I want you to stay as proud as you can. Open your collarbones, that bit, widen your sit bones. Enjoy the feeling of those glute muscles and hamstrings working. Okay, let's go for 3. Push it back, pull it in 2, and 1. Woo. Pull that right foot in, stay there, hold it. We reach our arms down low again. We then pull our elbows back in towards our ribs. We send our arms long. Now as your elbows come into your rib cage, can we peel up that front heel? Front heel lift, front heel lowers. Front heel lift, front heel lowers. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold that front heel lifted. Can we extend our arms back? Hold lower through that front knee, deeper through those thighs, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Yikes. Okay, from there, we're going to stand on that left supporting foot. We're going to stand up nice and tall, and then we're just going to go through some bicep curls. So your shoulders are back. That's a bend of your elbows, and extend your elbows. So we're growing really tall here, squeezing at the bicep, tucking your pelvis slightly under, and soften your supporting knee. Now as we bend at the elbows, we flip the right foot away from the floor, and then we gently tap it down. And again, peeling that front foot up, and then we slowly tap it down. That's it. So you want to feel the front of those upper arms activating, so we contract through the bicep muscle. We stay open to the collarbones and proud at your chest. We start to add on. So we peel up that right knee, we bend to the elbows. We then flip the palms around, we bend to the left knee. We punch our fist forwards, we tap gently, right toes towards the floor, hold. We come into a wide row, your elbows come out. We extend those arms long. We tap that right foot back in, we stand tall. Bicep curl with a lift of that right knee. Release. Start to extend your right foot back. Tapping gently, right big toe on the floor. Hold. Come into your wide row. We release, we send it long. We come up, tap it in, stand tall, bicep curl. 3 more here. In 3. See how long you can keep your right toes off the floor for. Pulling your elbows out wide, draw those shoulder blades towards each other. Pushing, lifting back up, bicep curl, floating that right knee up. Final one. We extend our right leg back, we're bending to the left knee. We stay really low in that left leg, challenging that range. From there we just row, push and pull. So back leg is strong, front leg is strong. Maybe you can add on with that heel lift again. Left heel lifts, left heel lowers. Pulling your fists apart, active through your upper and mid back. Drawing your elbows wide at a 90-degree angle. You have 4 here. In 4. And 3. And 2. And then final one. Your dumbbells come to the floor. We bend through both knees, and it's a runner's lunge, and we just pulls down. Pulls down. Now actively pressing your hands into those hand weights. Down, up, down, up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your right knee into the mat. We're coming onto all fours. We take one of these hand weights behind our left knee. Now we're coming onto our forearms here. Feel free to hold the other dumbbell for moral support. Give it a squeeze. Now we're going to flex. We're going to flex that back foot. So we're flexing our left heel. We inhale. As we exhale, we send our left heel to the ceiling, and it stays there. So we're staying at that highest point of range with a slight tuck of the tail. From there, we start to pulse our left heel up an inch, little lift, and lift. So be really mindful that we're not taking into the ribcage or your lower back. So what I really don't want to see are these. Your pelvis shouldn't be rocking, your ribcage shouldn't be flaring, and also we shouldn't be slumping into the shoulders. So let's set ourselves up nice and strong, pushing the floor away, and then keeping that left heel high. From there, take your mind to the muscle, exhale, squeeze lift. That's it, squeeze lift. It's really small. Breathe. That's it. Deep breaths. Neck stays long. Remember, you can do this whole thing without the hand weight if it gets too strong. Look for that high range, but make sure it's a glute squeeze. You'll be feeling that left glute, you'll be feeling your hamstring. Don't be alarmed if you're feeling your right side working. Your stabilizers here will be on. Just try not to transfer too much of your body weight into your right elbow. Try and think about keeping your weight over to the left. And pulse, and pulse. Keep going. Little lift, obviously, the heavier the hand weight, the harder it will be. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We come into full range, but this full range, you're going to wrap that left knee behind your right, and then we extend it back up to the roof. Pause at the top, bring it down, cross it over, and then flex into the heel, we drive it to the roof. We bring it down, wide hips, exhale, we push and we lift. Bring it down and across, exhale, push and we lift. 4 more here, in 4, in 3, press, lift, in 2, enjoy the feeling of those glute muscles working. Woo! 1, hold it up, you've got a second set of pulses. Up you go, tiny lift. You can do it. Squeeze, lift. Keep going. Now make sure we're not looking back towards our knees. Let's try and keep our chin tucked in. Think of your posture the whole time. Deep breath. Tiny lift. Tiny lift. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that knee back down. Nicely done. Now from here, we're going to stay down on the mat. Taking our hand weights just either side of your mat. And then we just swivel ourselves around so we come on to our hips. So we're going to lie ourselves down, and then once we are down here, take those hand weights back into our hands. Now we're going to lift our right foot, but your right foot is going to come to your left knee. Opening that right knee back, pressing your tailbone into the floor. Now from there, we're just going to have our elbows in by our ribs. We're inhaling, we should have a 90-degree angle at the elbow, and then we exhale, press down into the mat and then punch your fist towards the roof, and then we inhale, we pull them back down. Exhale, arms lift, and then inhale, arms lower. Now I want you to resist the lowering phase. So I want you to energize the up and then slow on the way down. Tap your elbows down on the floor, exhale, push, and then slowly pull. Now we're about to mimic what our elbows are doing with our hips. We're keeping that right foot exactly where it is. Then as we punch our fist to the ceiling, we lift our hips off the floor. So it's an exhale, lift, and then we slowly pull our sit bones towards the floor, elbows tap the mat. And again, exhale, up we go. And then slowly pulling your sit bones towards the mat. Exhale, up. Slowly lower into the mat, wide hips. Exhale, press. Slowly pull. Now, if you're feeling good here, as we lift our hips up, I want you to extend your right leg long, in line with your left knee, in line with your left thigh bone. We then catch that right foot back on the left knee, and we repeat. We lower ourselves down into the mat. Off we go. Exhale, stretch. Slowly pull those hips back into the floor with resistance, with control. Exhale, push. Slowly pull it back in. Let's go for another 3 here. Exhale, reach. Slowly in. Show me how long and strong that right leg can be on the extension. Push it. Slowly pull. Last 2. Slowly pull it back in. And then final one. Exhale, push it away. Hold it. Wave that right leg towards the roof. From here, we lower our hips down to the floor. At the same time you fly, you open your arms out. Inhale, exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. Really strong that right leg. Exhale, pushing to that left heel. Inhale, down, 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 down. Exhale, up. Slowly down, widen your sit bones, stretch that right leg. Exhale, we lift. 3 more. 3. Exhale, up. 2. Exhale, lift. 1. Exhale, we lift up, we stay there, we hold it. We lower that right foot back on top of that left knee. We're going to lower our hips only halfway to the floor with a bend of the elbows. Tricep bend, extend. Same thing, we lift the hips, we lift the elbows. Inhale, lower the hips halfway, lower the elbows halfway. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. So your upper arms are staying exactly where they are. We only bend to the elbow joint. Exhale, we stretch and lift. Inhale down. Exhale up. 4 more. 3. Lift. 2. Lift. 1. Lift. Hold it there and start to push your hips up. And if possible, circle your arms out to the edges of your room. Hold them floating just off the mat. Keep pulsing. Keep holding your arms really strong. 5. Contracting through your chest to hold your arms in place. In 4. In 3. And 2. 1. Arms go up. And roll your hips down. Nicely done. We're going to roll ourselves up and off our backs. Dumbbells come down. Take your hands behind your back. For now, we're going to bring that right foot exactly where it was. So right foot to your left knee. Now try and stay up as tall as you can. You're trying to pull your hip bones towards this left heel. From there, we bend through both of our elbows. Your chest comes back. We then exhale. We push and stretch the arms. Lift your hips off the floor. We extend our right leg in line with your left thigh bone. We catch that front leg. We lower the hips. We bend to the elbows. Exhale, we lift. We stretch. We pull it back in, lower the hips, elbows bend. Press, stretch, in, lower, elbows bend. So strong through those upper arms, strong through that left glute and that left hamstring. We do have the option to extend your right leg straight up to the ceiling if you want to. Doesn't necessarily mean you're working harder. It's just more of a stretch through the back of that right leg into the hamstring. Let's go for 3. Lower the hips, elbows bend, stretch and lift. In 2, elbows bend, extend. Lower the hips, elbows bend, extend. Stay there, hold it, wave that right leg to the roof if you can. Push your hips up and lift. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right foot. Lower your hips down. Okay, we're going to come off to standing. I'm going to swivel myself around so I'm facing the other way. You will need your hand weights back in your hands. Making our way up, tuck your toes. Send your hips up. Pause there for a second if that feels nice. Pedaling to those knees, bending one knee, stretching the other knee. And then making your way up. Okie dokie, straight into the other side. So, dumbbells come to your shoulders. We're going to step our right foot forward and our left foot back. So remember, you want a really long stance there. So you're still hip distance apart and your back heel is lifted. Your left leg is active. Now from here, spine is long. Woo! She's got the wobbles. We're going to start to bend through the right knee. So bending to that right knee, we hinge our bodies forwards. Stretch that back leg. Bring your weight forwards, tailbone is high. Exhale, we push ourselves away from the floor. Come to 2 straight legs. Right knee. Bending to that front leg. Hinging forwards. Exhale, we push and we lift. So inside legs have to remain active. Core muscles are wrapping in towards your spine. And remember, you're moving slowly with control. Slowly down. And then you can energize the up. And as we come up, this time we're going to extend our arms overhead. Grow tall. Overhead press. Dumbbells back into your shoulders. Hinge forwards. Exhale, push the floor away. Pressing your arms up. Dumbbells find your shoulders. Bending to that front knee. Stretching your back leg. So we're doing lots of reps here. It's not about the amount of reps that you're doing. If you need to rest, you rest. It's about the quality of every rep we do. So are you working your very hardest? Are you bending your right knee as low as it will go in that hinge? Are you widening your sit bones, length into your spine? Are you proud to your collarbones? Are you really active and strong to that back leg? There's always lots to think about. Down, Bending to that front knee, down, 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 lower than that, really low, pushing to that front heel. Send your arms overhead. Let's go for 3. Slowly down. Exhale, push. Press and lift. Into. Hinging from those sit bones. Press and lift. Row tall at the top. Final one. Down. Find that hinge. Hold it. From there, we start to bend the back knee. We stretch that back leg. Bending to that back knee. Stretching to that back leg. Start to reach your arms down low. Make sure we're staying proud and active through our postural muscles. So across your upper and mid back and across the front of your shoulders into your collarbones. Breastbone is shining forward. Okay, as we bend the back knee, we pull our elbows in. We stretch that back leg, we send our arms forward. Bring it back and down, push it forwards. So we're shifting back, we're shifting forwards. 4 more. Wrapping those elbows in towards your ribcage, dumbbells tracking towards your belly button. In 3. Exhaling. In 2. And then we stay in that little squat position. 1. Hold it, bend that back knee. Now it's just the elbows. Pull them in, send them long. Pull them in. Yikes, my right glute is screaming. Okay, as your elbows come in, lift the front heel, lower the front heel. Lift the heel, we've got this, we can do it. We've just got to stay strong. Breathe in, push, pull, and push. We have 3. In 2. Dear me. 1. She's got the wobbles. Okay, last one. Dear, oh dear. Bring those hands behind your back. We pulls down. And down. Wide sit bones. Proud chest. Keep pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that back foot in. Okay, from there, stand up nice and tall. Peel up that left heel. Coming into your bicep curls. So we bend to the elbows, proud collarbone, squeeze the front top of those arms, and then we release. Soften into your supporting knee. Squeeze the biceps. Slowly extend. Now as we bend at the elbows, we float that left knee to tabletop position, and then we gently tap it back down. And again, bicep curl, and then slow on the release. Bend, slow on the release. I don't know about you, but these 3 kilo dumbbells are quite enough for me. If you've gone heavier, well done. Pat on the back. Okay, we add on. Elbows bend, lift that front knee. We start to then hinge at the hips. We extend our arms long. You tap your left big toe gently on the mat. Once we find this position, we're taking a wide row. Your elbows come out. Send your fists down. Tap your left foot back in. Bicep curl. We lift that left knee. Start to hinge. Extend that left leg back. Try and keep your left foot off the floor for as long as you possibly can. As low as you can, right knee. Elbows wide. Send the arms down. Tap that back foot back in. Bicep curl. Lift that front knee. So everything we do, we're moving in our own time. There's absolutely no rush. You're focusing on your stability. You're focusing on your balance. The slower you move, the harder the exercise is, the deeper you'll be working. 3 more. In 3. Find that hinge. Sending those toes back. Find your row. Release. Come back up. Bicep curl. Last 2. Hinging. Stretching that back leg back. Find your wide row. Send those arms long. Come back in. Bicep curl. Final round. We're taking our left foot to the back of our mat. We stay there. We sweep our arms slightly further forward. We continue with that wide row. Elbows coming out at 90 degrees. Pull your fists away from your chest. Active inside legs. Start to peel up the front heel. It lifts. It lowers. Lift the heel. Lower the heel. 5. Stay strong. Push and pull. 4. And 3. And 2. Whoop. Last one. Dumbbells come down. We bend to that back knee. We hold it. We're going to take our dumbbells back behind our back. We're coming back up into that split squat position. Dumbbells are here. And then we're just going to tap our left foot in an inch. Back an inch. In. Back. Melting into the mat. Tap it in. Tap it back. Tap it in. Right glute, right hamstring. Expect to feel your back muscles working. You've been in this hinge shape for a little while now. Your postural muscles are on. You're nearly there. In 3. In 2. We're bringing those dumbbells back into the mat. Next time you step back, dumbbells down. Dear, oh dear, this is stinging. Okay, from there, just pulse. Down. Down. Actively push into those hand weights. Dropping that back knee. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that back knee. We're coming onto all 4s. So we lose one hand weight and we keep one. We're taking that one hand weight behind your right knee this time. Come back onto your forearms. We flex that right foot and we send that right heel to the roof. Now it stays at that highest point of range for now. And we start to pulse it up an inch. Now remain stable here. Core muscles on, ribs are in, upper back is active. Tiny lift, tiny lift. Neck is long, chin is tucked in. We breathe. Take your mind to the muscle. Remember, you can do the whole thing without the anchor dumbbell if you need to. It's fine. Keep pulsing. Squeeze lift, squeeze lift. Stay strong, breathe a lot. Little lift, little lift. Pressing through that left knee and left shin, top of that left foot. And try not to send too much of your body weight over to the left. Breathe. 6, 5, 4, really slow. 3, 2, we're coming into full range here. We lower that right knee, it crosses behind your left, and then we send it back up to the roof. Exhale, lift. We bring it down, cross it over. Exhale, we press it up. Cross it over. Press it up. Breathe. Close your eyes if it helps. Resting to your mind. You're telling yourself right now, I am strong, I can do it. Keep pushing through it. As we find that fatigue, this is where the magic is happening. Those glute muscles are getting stronger. Your core muscles are getting stronger. You have 3. In 2. Push. And 1. Send it up. Stay there. Tiny pulse. Up an inch. Up an inch. 6. 5. Keep that foot flexed. 4. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring it down. Remove the hand weight. Take your hand weight either side of your mat. And then from there, swivel yourself around and you're coming on to your hips. Now, scooching forwards, we lie ourselves down. We're taking those 2 hand weights as soon as we are here, back into our hands with your elbows in by your ribs. You've got a right angle here. Now, first of all, bring your left toes, your left ankle to your right knee. Wrap that left thigh bone back. Pressing your spine down into the floor, we take a nice long breath in, breathing in through your nose, and then exhaling out through your mouth. We send our arms through. We resist the bend, we pull those elbows back into our rib cage, tapping either side of the ribs down on the mat, and then exhale, we press. So again, we resist the lowering phase. Down, 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 down. Exhale, push. Slowly down, resist, 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 tap the floor. Exhale, we press. So exhaling on the up, inhaling on the down, and then the next time you lift your arms up, we lift our hips off the floor. So we exhale, energize the up, lift your hips. We inhale, we pull our sit bones down, down, down as you tap the floor with your elbows. Exhale, push. Tuck your pelvis at the top. And then we slowly lower ourselves down. Widen your sit bones, tap your tailbone down on the floor. Exhale, up. Slowly down. From here, option. As we lift our hips up, we stretch our left leg long. The left leg goes in line with your right. We pull it back in. We pull our elbows in. We tap the floor. So continuing with exactly the same arms, we just add on with that lengthening left leg, finding full extension, stretching at the knee, pointing your toes, switching on the quad muscle, the calf muscle, your inside legs. Every muscle is on. There we are. Breathe. Actually feels really nice to be down on the mat in our safe space. Exhale, press. Slowly pull it back down. 2 more. Exhale, up. Slowly pull it down. Okay, final one. Exhale, lift. Stretch that left leg long. Maybe lift that left leg to the roof. We open our arms out. As we do that, we tap the floor with our hips. Inhale. We exhale, we lift our hips up. Left leg to the ceiling. Inhale, tap your hips down. Exhale, we lift. Inhale. Flying, opening those arms out to the edges of the room. Exhale, contract your pecs, so at your chest, at your biceps, at your core muscles as we lift. Exhale. Inhale, as we lower the hips, you can bring that left foot back down to that right knee, and then kick that left leg to the roof as we lift. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Just 4 more here. Exhale, 4. Bring it down. Exhale, 3. Slowly down. Exhale, 2. Slowly lower. Final one. Exhale, up we go. Can we stretch that left leg long? Can we fly? Open your arms out to the sides of the room. Now push your arms up and push your hips. Tiny lift. With control. Try not to rush. Squeeze. Lift. Squeeze. Lift. 5. 4. Lift higher. Stretch those elbows. 3. Good work. 2. And 1. Arms go up. Lower the left foot. Roll your hips back down. Good work. Pop those hand weights out of the way. Pull your knees in. Give yourself a cuddle. Well-deserved hug. And then make your way up to seated. Last bit. Hands come back. So from here, we're taking our left ankle here to our right knee. Once it's there, sit up as tall as you can. Proud collarbones. We start to bend at our elbows. We take our weight back. Exhale as we come up. We lift our hips off the floor. We lower the hips down. Elbows bend. Exhale, we lift. We'll lift the hips. Lower your hips down towards that right heel. Elbows bend, proud chest. Exhale, stretch your elbows, push your hips forwards. So we have that option here to add on. So as we come up to progress, we extend our left leg long, but it's in line with your body. It's in line with that right leg. We catch the foot back on the right knee. Lower your hips, we bend our elbows. Exhale, push. Lengthen, kick that left leg away. Pull it back in, lower your hips, elbows bent. Lift, stretch. Pull it back in. Lower the hips. Elbows bend. Option to extend your left leg to the ceiling. Let's go. Whip it up. I'll make you feel great. Bring it down. Ready? Exhale. Go. Kick it. Bring it in. Bring it down. And again. Let's go. Exhale. Lift it. Bring it down. A little bit of momentum helps. Lift it. Good job. All right. Final one here. Exhale. Push. Lift, extend your left leg to the roof. Can you push your hips up? Push. Squeeze that right glute, squeeze that right hamstring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blow the foot down, roll your hips down. Stretch your legs out long, reach your arms overhead, grow tall. Toes towards your shins, exhale, dive forwards. Enjoy that stretch through the hamstrings, through your spine. And again, inhale, sending your arms up, grow tall. Exhale, diving forwards. Sending your arms up, reach. Good work. We are done. I don't know about you, but I am cooked. My glutes, my hamstrings are on fire. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as me. And again, maybe next time you try this workout, see if you can go that little bit heavier with your hand weights. I'm always adding new classes, so if you really enjoyed that workout, please hit like and subscribe because it would really help to grow this channel. If you'd like another workout, we found that people who liked this class also absolutely loved the workouts I've linked here.